a lot of late losses, no offense on his part. It kind of reminds, what was it, like 05, I think it was? Roger Clemens had like the lowest ERA, but he had no offense with him in Houston.
Well, 05 was a great year for Houston, but I'm not sure about Clemens' numbers that year, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Mets, you think they're going to be sellers, obviously, then come...
Yeah, obviously.
Who do you look for them to trade off? Sell off?
I'm definitely sure they're going to trade Asdrubal Cabrera.
I think he's the kind of guy you want to trade off. I think you can get some good value out of him. What would we be looking for in return?
A couple of high-level, like at least maybe not a couple, but maybe one high-level, minor league prospect, someone that's near Major League ready, that's in AAA or something like that.
I'm more of the AA kind of guy because in AA they seem to be more ready a lot of times than AAA kind of guys. A lot of times the guys who jump from AA to the majors are pretty good. Like you had your Michael Conforto who did that.
So. Yeah, actually David Wright, if you remember, was actually a went AA to majors too back in 04.
Oh, that's right. He didn't even play for his hometown North Fork Top.
No, he really didn't. I think he was there a short time period at most, if I remember correctly.
So that's pretty good fun fact. And what's his status? You think he'll make a big impact if he comes back this year, or what?
I don't think he's going to make any comeback. I mean, he's trying, but it's not going to make any impact even if he does play a game or two. Though I hope he does, just to help the team motivational for maybe the future and to keep the fans interested. That's all I can really say on that standpoint. But he won't do anything to impact the team. Obviously, they're so far back, well under 500. Sitting in fourth place, almost a whopping last. That's all I can say on the motivational standpoint.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But do you think that the Mets have a chance to actually turn this around, or you think it's too late?
Way too late.
Way too late?
Always next year, right?
Yeah. We've been saying that, right?
We've been saying that since Brooklyn Dodger fans.
We've been saying it's always next year.
We had our chance in 2015, but, it's just, that was our best chance probably for the next 15 years now.
Who has a better chance of playing for the Mets this year, David Wright or Tim Tebow?
Tebow. Honestly,
I would say, because David Wright, I don't think he's going to make a comeback, even though I like to see it, but I don't think so.
Will it finally happen? Will the Mets finally put Tim Tebow on the 40-man roster? At least to just tease us?
Well, then people will be buying Mets Tim Tebow jerseys at Citi Field, giving the Will Ponce more money, which they don't need, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure most Mets fans' opinions, if not all.
I know, it's funny that a lot of people say that we don't want to support the Mets, but when they win, they have no problem supporting the Mets. Like in 2015.
when you win, you draw fans regardless, such as the postseason in 2015 and 16. But
16 wasn't really a postseason. That was like a hello and goodbye against the Giants.
Yeah, but September though, they drew fans down the stretch though. So
that's true. I guess
you say that.
So, anything else, Ken?
No, I think that's about it. But thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, Ken, thank you. Call back soon. We'd love to hear from you.
Next week.
Next week.
Thank you.
You
got it. Thanks. Let's go Mets.
Yes, definitely. And that was Ken calling from Freeport. We got another new caller on the show.
Yep. Hope to hear from him again.
Ken,
same time next week. But yeah, he's right about the Mets, though. I want them to make the turnaround, and I'm hoping, but I feel that it might be a little too late. A little too late. Maybe, closer like in the middle of June, if they was going on a little run, then I'll be like, okay, but I feel like it's getting way too late now. So we're going to just have to see how all of this
next year is going to be the year.
Oh, we've been saying
But they got to make it interesting to make people come out a little bit. The Tebow would do that, and maybe even David Wright.
David Wright. I just feel like if David Wright were to come out, I think we would just see a whole lot of errors. I'm not going to lie to you. I just think David Wright is collecting his check, hoping that one of these seasons the Mets, like the 25th season, get lucky and go on a run, and so he could get a ring. But I just think he's really there to collect the check, in my opinion.
516-572-7440. LeBron makes it official finally.
The Lakers decision, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't official yet. For some reason, I think yesterday.
Oh, but I kind of know he was going, but where does that really leave him right now? Lost in he might not even get to the Western Conference Finals this year.
It's still competitive.
He might not get, because this you can't tell me this Lakers team is good enough to beat the Rockets, But the thing is, the Rockets did lose a big part in Trevor Ariza, but now they're talking about getting Melo.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're being serious. So,
Melo's not going to help them.
Yeah, but if Melo does decide, which I don't know how his
He should
pride
be
is,
like a sixth man.
if he decides to be a sixth man, I think it could take them very far. Very far, but his pride is just too big. And you're talking from a Melo fan who wants to see him win a ring, but his pride is too big, and I don't know how all of that is going to turn out.
You know what the funny thing is now, where does it leave the East? Does that mean it's Boston's East now?
Yeah.
And who's second in the East now?
Philly.
Philly.
No. Toronto.
I think
Philly
Toronto's going to fall.
You think Toronto's going to fall?
Yeah, fall a little bit.
You hearing the new sweepstake that the landing spot for Kawhi might be Toronto, because
that would be. Then I'll put Toronto up there with Boston.
What does he gain out of that, though? Tell me what he gains out of it, because there's no way he's winning a championship.
No, but look, if he will probably go to the championship. If you have this Raptors team that only chokes really against LeBron, right? Let's just be honest. LeBron went west, and then you add a Kawhi Leonard to this Raptors team, I think they could probably beat Boston. It would just be Raptors versus Warriors, But I think if Kawhi were on the Raptors...
Kawhi on the Warriors.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even want to say that. If Kawhi was on the Raptors, I think they would go to the championship. I think so. And represent the Eastern Conference. Them in Boston, probably a 7-game series. I could see them winning, but everybody's saying that this Raptors team need a breakup anyway, so why not give up some pieces for him, see if you can make one run at it, and then just start refresh over anyway.
You heard who went to the Lakers?
This is when? Today?
Recently.
Lance Stevenson?
JaVale McGee.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard about that. He was at the Summer League games. Him, Lonzo Ball, and Kuzma, I think.
Yeah, between LeBron, the Balls, JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, and Rajon Rondo, this is going to be an interesting season for the Lakers.
And it's in LA, so the cameras will be on, the microphones will be ready, and it's going to be funny.
And the Clippers will be drowning in sorrows. Oh no!
Yeah, but they're saying now that that if Kawhi doesn't get traded, that his landing spot might be the Clippers. He always wanted to go to Los Angeles. He always wanted to go to Los Angeles. But I heard that he doesn't want to be LeBron's sidekick. I heard that, and he doesn't like the big spotlight. So everybody's saying that the Clippers, he gets to still be in LA, plays in the same arena, but it's just a different jersey. Be with Doc, Jerry West, and Jerry West could pull some people, and he's always been a great great in that aspect. So hopefully that could spark something up for the Clippers too.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. I think if they made the West its own NBA league, I think the whole league would be fine enough.
Yeah,
the way it is. Who wants to watch East basketball? I mean, who wants to watch the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks?
None. Probably no one.
Or the Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, and the Bucks. Besides the Greek Freak.
People will watch the Bucks because of the Greek Freak.
So.
Oh yeah. What? Greek Freak. Who else went to the Bucks? Brook Lopez is on the Bucks now.
Oh
yeah, the Brookie Monster.
Yeah, he's over there.
Who calls him that?
Mark.
I've never heard that before.
The Brookie Monster. That's funny though.
A former member here at the station did, Anthony Tortorella.
Oh,
I like that.
He called him the Brookie Monster. I loved
name. I like that name. The Brookie Monster. Mark, why didn't you think of that? He was on the Nets all those years. You couldn't think of that? Brookie Monster. That's perfect. Oh, Mark.
I call him no rebound.
No. You can call him that too. That's a nice fit too.
Because if Reggie Evans was out rebounding him every year, the guy never averaged 10 rebounds in a season. I don't think. It's horrible rebounder. How do you be a center and can't?
He's a scorer.
It was so important that he had to shoot 3-pointers, and that he couldn't just do what a center is supposed to do.
Isn't it funny? That's how it turned out with him being the offensive guy and his brother being just straight defense. Like, how was the games like growing up? Like, one just trying to stop the whole time. Probably Brooke.
That's probably what it was. Brooke was probably in charge, and Robin had to defend him in there.
Yeah, probably.
You know what the funny thing is? Brooke's a big Batman fan. And who's his brother's sidekick?
That's funny. So what?
Dude, I think every time he scored, they see the Joker laugh.
Oh yeah, definitely. So how you guys been keeping up with the World Cup? How you guys feel?
World Cup?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's been crazy.
That England-Croatia game that had me on my toes.
That was a crazy game. A crazy game. It would have been nice to see England in it, France versus England, but I have France taking this World Series. I don't know about you guys. You got France winning? Or you got Croatia pulling up the upset?
I got France.
I don't want France to win.
Why you don't want France to win?
I don't like them as a country.
What? Where did that come? What? Why you don't like France? Mr. Lacey probably like this. Why you don't like France?
I'm not getting into that whole thing. That they've always been a world power, this and that. They've always controlled a lot of other countries. I just don't like France dominating. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I got an idea of what you're saying. I get it.
Like, if it was England versus France, what is this? What is this, like the old time classical era? France.
Who would you root for if it was England versus France?
Probably England.
England? You really don't like France, huh?
Because my great grandfather grew up in England.
Oh, okay. So you have your reasons.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So I don't know anybody from France. I mean, I know like a little bit of French.
Isn't it horrible that the U.S. didn't even qualify this year?
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Big country,
huh?
That's a big country. You got this little country.
All these little countries that's in, and the U.S. didn't even qualify. It's just they need to step it up. So, any other rookies in Summer League are exciting you? How you guys feel about Trae Young?
I think the Nets, like, for some bonehead reason, signed some of their Summer League players, even though I don't think they won a game in Summer League.
Are they? Well, they have to sign some of the Summer League. Those players are going to finish out the roster.
Right, but there's no other free agents that you could find that are veterans. Like back in the day, they had like an Allen Anderson.
But why you feel like you guys are going to win a championship or something?
No, I just rather not just have young guys that know nothing. I'd rather have take chance on guy. I'd rather take a chance on a guy because most rookie contracts are 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like they had a Gerald Green back in the day where they gave a guy like that after his rookie contract another chance.
Yeah.
To maybe say, you know what? Even though it's 3 years, you never got a contract after. I'll take you. In my mind, it's kind of like getting redrafted again.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're getting that second chance where most players after their 3 years, like a Marshawn Brooks who only played 3 years, and then.
Okay, I see. Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying.
So, instead of signing like a nothing that you don't know nothing about, I mean, at least with those 3 year players, you know what problem they kind of have.
Yeah,
and that you can figure out how to fix that problem if they're willing to learn.
Okay, yep, I get what you mean. Definitely.
So, we do have a caller. Caller, you're on Sports Talk.
How you doing? It's Brian from Florida. I grew up by Eisenhower Park. How are you?
Brian from Salisbury.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. How are you?
Good. Listen, I wanted to talk about the Yankees a little bit. I'm watching the game while I'm talking to you. I have it on MLB here.
Oh, nice. Now, do you watch, though, and have the Michael Kay voiceover, or do you have the John Sterling voiceover? Because you have that option.
I watch Michael Kay. I like Michael better. I think John Sterling is too. He thinks he's on Broadway.
Hey, he's 80 years old. He still got the pipes like he's on Broadway.
I know, that's pretty damn good. You're right. I'll tell you a true story. John Sterling was the voice of the Nets. They played in the Island Garden in West Hempstead before they moved to Coliseum. He was the radio voice of the Nets for years. The
original Madhouse on Hempstead Turnpike.
No, the Nets.
I know, the original, because it wasn't off Hempstead Turnpike over there?
Yes, it was. It was right there by
Cherry
Valley Shopping Center. I think was a Pathmark over there a long time ago. But on the Yankees, I get down here in Publix, the supermarket, I get the Daily News and the Post. The only thing I don't get is Newsday. I can get the Times.
Scores don't come in, though. I know that.
Yeah. This whole thing with Machado is ridiculous because if anything, the Yankees need a pitcher, and if they were going to go for a hitter, they're too righty. They need a lefty hitter. I thought if I was a GM of the Yankees, I wouldn't have went after Stanton. I would have went after Moustakas of Kansas City.
Cameron, what do you think about that?
Interesting. I think they did have interest in Moustakas.